Okay, so we're gonna go straight into this episode. As you can see, the title says Pokemon Emerald Legends Episode 2, or Part 2 rather, Latios. And it's kind of a awkward situation because in the last episode I kind of took care of it, so we're just gonna go straight into everything. So I'm gonna explain pretty quickly everything, and there's not really that much to it. It's like 10 minutes worth of it, and the rest is like 30 minutes worth of episodes. So here we go, starting with Pokemon Ruby version. As you can see, you go talk to the TV because you know the TV is very conversational full, and it'll say a blue flying Pokemon has been identified. Or not really, you can't really tell what it is, but all they know is that it's blue. But the method that you have to do, or what you have to do, is use an acrobike, and is much preferred to be on this route because you could go in and out for it to be randomized almost. It's kind of a random generator for it to appear almost. I mean, it's kind of a good chance, but regardless, it's best to use a repel to use the least amount of steps, but at the same time you want to use a Pokemon that is not too high leveled, because these are like level 13s or so, and the legendary Pokemon will be up to level 40, so you really need to save your steps, and you need to be adequately leveled, and much preferred a shadow type Pokemon or a mean look Pokemon. But what you have to do is hop in place just like so, and once you go in and out long enough, you just go back out and hop in place once again. This is to save steps, and eventually you'll find the legendary Pokemon and one half of the Eon duo, Latios. So when this appears, alright, now it's time for the legendary Pokemon known as Latios, one half of the Eon duo. Now, I have the stats displayed on my notes rather than in the picture, just like before. Like throughout Emerald Legends, I'm not going to have the stats, but I'll just say it. HP 80, Attack 90, Defense 80, Special Attack 130, Special Defense 110, and Speed is also 110 with a total of 600. Now, Latios does have a Mega Evolution. I forgot to mention that Latias in the last episode also had a Mega Evolution, but of course it's not in this game. Something worth noting that I mentioned in the previous episode as well was the fact that the origins of the design was like a Blaziken mixed with Latias type of picture. But I'm not really sure of the true story. Somebody in the team knows, but not many people do. Because clearly it's supposed to be a legendary Pokemon, but I'm not sure if like, okay, well we'll just make this Blaziken, because I know that Blaziken had like a cameo of sorts, being one of the first 3rd generation Pokemon coming out in Master Quest when they're still in the Johto region. You know, the episode where Ash is still holding on to Larvitar, and then this other trainer from Hoenn has the Blaziken, and everybody's freaking out because, you know, it's the first time they've seen it. I don't know when they made the decision to just make it its own thing, and for Latias and Latios to be their own thing, because, you know, that looks more like Latias and Latios. So, I don't know. I'm not really sure what the origins is and why they decided to split amongst the two. But, there you go. I kind of prefer Latios, to be honest. And, of course, you already know, I already explained how to catch them and the easiest methods and all that, so there you go. Of course, exclusive for Pokemon Ruby version Latios and Pokemon Sapphire for Latias. As you can see, Latios will appear. It actually took me 6 minutes, unlike the last episode where it actually took me forever. But I'll get into that because there's more than meets the eye, just like a Transformer, that I'm going to use a Master Ball. The extra feature that I'm going to show for this episode to make it a little bit different, because I was more in depth and it was much longer of an episode, but Latios has the ability to make a foe see an image of what it has seen or imagined in its head, so it's hallucination. This Pokemon is intelligent and understands human speech. But could he speak English? I don't know. But the nickname I will give it And it actually took me some time because I was trying to think of a blue character, but at the same time I couldn't think of a blue character. So I was all like, you know what? I am just gonna go call you, and of course we're just naming after a South Park character, just in case you are new. If you are new, this is Pokemon Emerald Legends, which is one half legendary Pokemon, the other half the aftermath of the game. But we're gonna go call Latios Towley. But yeah, so that's why I'm kind of doing everything, because I kind of already done this in a way. So that's why I'm doing it. Just in case, like for Emerald version, for example, you pick one of the legendary Pokemon, whether it's red or blue. So let's say you pick red, that means the blue one's no longer available. In that case, around the time between 2003 and 2004, the only way to get said legendary is by going into an event. But let's go check out Latios right quick. It is Dragon Psychic Tech with the Levitate ability, not hit by ground types, attacks, a hasty nature in the Ruby version as of right now. And those are the stats. Protect, Refresh, Lesser Purge, and Psychic, and that would be it. Right here though, this was the feature that I was trying to talk about, just in case. With the event, we're gonna pretend that is back in time in 2003 and 2004, where a lot of good things was happening in the GameCube era, where Emerald Legends, you were supposed to get yourself a Eon ticket. In this particular Emerald version, not really a ROM hack, but kind of is. This is the National Dex Edition, which means there's some differences in this game, like sprite changes and font changes and specific changes where you could go to certain events. And you could catch every Pokemon in this game, and so on and so on and so forth. So, for example, in the event, if you were to do this at the time, you were able to go to Southern Island with the Eon ticket. You go inside here and go contact with this stone, and you will see the opposite Pokemon that you did not choose. So like I said, if you pick red, you would see a Latias roaming around, and that means you are not be able to pick blue. That's because he's got to go to this island just because you haven't picked it, and he wants revenge. So this is it right here. So of course, if you pick blue, then Latias would be here instead. This is something I covered in the last episode. If you want more in depth and me to slow down, definitely watch it, especially because there was a good funny moment in that episode in the first part. But don't you worry about that, because this episode is going to be very, very good. Even in hiding, it can detect location of others, sense their emotion, since it was telepathy. Intelligence allows you to understand human languages. Yeah, this episode has something special for us, because I'm going to explain, well, you'll see. I'm going to explain a series that's upcoming, more in depth into it, and it's something I've been looking for a very, very long time. And if you guys would press that like button, and I might even give you a hint of what I'm planning. But there's said on that rock that all dreams are but a reality, and those whose memories fade, I can't speak. Those that something fade, I didn't even read that correctly, but I might there's nothing here to see, to do, or whatever. To sell back to Lily Cove, okay, okie dokie, and that would be it. So just a reminder to get the Eon ticket, because this is Emerald National Dex Edition with differences that I explained more thoroughly in the last episode. You have to find these tickets throughout National Dex Edition, and to find the Eon ticket, you have to go under Cycling Road of this game, surf across, and you'll go to this one spot. Usually you'll find a rare candy, but in this case, you actually find a Eon ticket instead. So there you go, and there's the extra feature that I want to explain here. Not really necessary, because it is technically easier just to you know, do the hopping thing, go in and out of the Cycling Roadhouse. But there's actually a glitch that you can do. You don't have to do this, but You have to press B to go surface the water at the same time when you enter this place. So go back and forth and press B as fast as you can as it transitions. Eventually, it'll give you the option to go up in the surface when you're not supposed to, because of course there's like a cave entrance above your head. So, you know, dude, you can't go up. But eventually when it does work, you'll see that it'll offer you the option, and when you go up, you'll see that you're walking on water. Oh my gosh, I'm Jesus or whatever, and I forgot to equip my acro bike. So I'm gonna go do that right quick. So yeah, I can walk on water. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm a girl, so I could be like whatever the girl equivalent to Jesus is. Jesusa. I am Jesusa. Watch me walk down the water path. I could also run on this water path, and you could also do acro bike stunts too. So the reason I'm showing this stuff is because, you know, it is kind of tedious to find the Eon Duo on the water, you know, surfing, because it's just a pain in the butt to navigate and all that stuff. So if this is easier for you, because using the acro bike of course is easier, and technically this is easier by theory, because all you have to do is just hop up and down a route, because everywhere you could encounter a Pokemon, and that is the whole point, is to save repel steps and to make it easier for you. But I actually had to go shortcut this because it actually made me waste a lot of time trying to find them first encounters. So I actually encounter Latios in the grass and try to find them in the water. It works the same way, but I just try to save time because this video is very, very late, so that's why I did that. But believe me, you can encounter any Pokemon you want. Just make sure that there's the risk of still finding a level 40 Pokemon in the water, like a Wailord or something that's level 40. So just keep that in mind. But there you go. As you can see, there's proof. My Tentacool magically evolved into a Tentacruel because, of course, I was training. And yeah, there you go. Get yourself a Master Ball captured. And now we will get started in the video because I didn't even do my real introduction. So I'll do my real introduction in the second half of the video. Latios has the ability to make foes see an image of that, and he could speak English, kind of. Not really. He could understand it, but he cannot speak it. I don't know. He's fresh off the boat, I guess. He's been around the world, and he's the one that did not kiss Ash. That was the red one, of course. So, in due deed, I'll see you in a little bit. What is up, Scar Knight, bringing you Let's Play Pokemon Emerald Legends Part 2. Not really a Let's Play, it's like a after game series, but it's still included in the Pokemon Emerald Let's Play playlist. If you are watching it in total, then thank you, because that's like, I believe like 70 parts you're watching or something like that. But yeah, if hopefully you enjoyed the beginning part of catching Latios, this is the other half of the thing where, well, it's kind of awkward because I kind of recorded this first, but then I post-commentated the other thing. Regardless though, this is the other half of Emerald Legends where we're going to do the after game portion. I don't quite remember if there's trainers on the way because currently I'm in Lilycove, but I don't know per se if I'm going to have trainers in Battle Frontier or if I'm just going straight over there. Battle Frontier it is then. Please board the ferry and wait for departure. Oh, I guess I go straight here. Okay, so that's just how it is. Alright, I thought I was gonna have a whole episode of me just battling the Battle Frontier. I have long dreamed about a place like it. So I was saying that it turns out I'd never save stated after the portion where I battled people, so I had to not re-record it, but just battle and get to this point, and just a little bit of experience change, because you know that part where Manectric roared and sent out Kecleon and got in or actually no, Ninetales into Kecleon? Oh no, wait, or was it Kecleon to Skarmory? It was one of the two. That experience kind of changed a little bit.
This ain't your first time here. Please step this way. The
the front lines of Pokemon battling. Welcome to the Battle Frontier! For a first-time visitor, we issued the Frontier Pass. It's for use at all the facilities in the Battle Frontier. Here you are! And we got the Frontier Pass. We hope you enjoy all that the Battle Frontier has to offer. Well, if it isn't Stan, you came out here. Well, you came out here. Oh, Mr. Scott, sir, good day to you, sir. Do you want Chapstick to kiss his butt more, or what? I'm just kidding, I'm totally kidding. It's great to see you here, it really is. I keep forgetting his voice. I hope you'll take your time to explore everywhere. Naturally, I hope you'll also experience the pure essence of battling. I also have my quarters here, so feel free to visit if you have time. Alright, so I need to keep my eye on the clock, because I don't have no idea how long this episode is. If your guide to the Frontier Pass, which was, nah, I'm alright. I'll explain that in due time. Do you do the same thing? This one's kind of different. Okay, well they explain all the things when it comes to this, but this is where the introduction to the next series begins into play. Because all this is the Battle Frontier. This is the facility. It's called the Battle Factory, I believe, where you get random Pokemon to face other people with random Pokemon up until you reach a Frontier Brain, which is the leaders and the elite trainers that you get to face to earn yourself a symbol. There's also this place up here known as the Battle Peak. It's the building of a Seviper. It's really cool. In this one, it kind of depends on which room you pick. You could either go face a trainer or have a Pokemon just straight up have a status effect on one of your Pokemon. So for example, you might see like a Dusclops or something, and he might hypnosis one of your Pokemon so they're to sleep, or maybe there's a Pokemon that'll be frozen or paralyzed or burn or poison. I don't know if I said poison already. And there's also another there's also like rooms that have maids that doesn't do anything except like I think heal your Pokemon? I don't remember that part. But this one's actually, in my opinion, the easiest one. The Battle Peak. Anyway, there's also this place down here. Known as, if I could find it, I could swear it was down here somewhere. Right here. It's called the Battle Palace, I believe. This place, you don't have any control of your Pokemon, except switching your Pokemon. Other than that, your Pokemon fights on their own without your trainer's command. So instead of you physically selecting tackle over quick attack or something like that, it's just completely your Pokemon decision. It's also based from like what you saw in that one episode. I think it was either Ruby or Sapphire or something, where you just watch your Pokemon battle and see how smart they are. And it really depends if you want to have your Pokemon have all offensive moves, strategy moves, but it's pretty tough. This is the Battle Arena, 3 rounds and is over. This is also just like with the Battle Factory, there was the 3 facilities. Or was it? No, it was Emerald. Never mind. Because Ruby and Sapphire were the contest halls. Okay, yeah, because there's like the little mini battle tents that has this stuff. So, the Battle Arena, 3 rounds only. And it's in 3 categories as well for you to win. Pretty cool. And I think I just said 4 of them so far. One of my more favorites is the Battle Pyramid. This one's really, it got me paranoid. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to do this one. It got me really paranoid. You have to traverse into the pyramid in the dark, and there's trainers around. You could avoid them, but you have to work your way upwards until you meet the Frontier Brain. And you can find items to help out your Pokemon. The best item in the building is Sacred Ash, so just in case one of your Pokemon dies, or maybe both of 2 out of the 3 Pokemon you chose, you can use Sacred Ash out of battle and it'll revive your Pokemon. And it's really best saved before the Frontier Brain. A really, really good item. Another one of my favorite places, the Battle Tower we haven't seen yet, but you have heard of the Battle Tower before in Pokemon Crystal. We did not get far in the Battle Tower in Pokemon Crystal, but one of the reasons I did not continue very much into it is mostly due to the fact that there's no leaders in there and there's no real reason to, you know, continue trying to beat it over and over, because you'll just get items. But this is the battle tower. One of my favorite things about the battle tower is that well, there's other features about it. You could double battle, you could have a partner, you know how Steven Stone was helping you against Team Magma, to go against other people. I don't know what specific trainers, because I know in Pokemon Platinum you can have people that accompanied you throughout the game helping you out in a battle tower. But this is really cool. But I was gonna say, one of my favorite things about the battle tower, there's like a companion, and it really makes you feel like a champion. Not really a companion, that's not what I meant to say. You get an actual apprentice. He's all like asking for advice. He's like, oh, should I choose Starmie or Magneton? And you could say Starmie or something, and then he uses it. And at some point, if you teach him, like if you keep advising him to do stuff, you'll actually meet him in the battle tower and gets to face him, and he'll know his exact team and what moves he used. It's really cool. There was a couple of them that I taught, and you know, a guy named Lionel and I think a guy named William or something like that. My other favorite places is the Battle Dome. This is a straight up tournament style place. You could see the Pokemon displayed on the tournament bracket, so you could choose I think 2 out of the 3 or something like that. It's been a while, but this is one of my favorite places because I love tournaments. But this is the beginning of Frontier Fridays. I was supposed to, because right now is August, and I said I was gonna start Frontier Fridays on August, but well, the reason I said that is because I thought I was gonna move, but I haven't moved yet. Like, I have a weird setup right now, because it's like the worst setups I ever had, because I put my laptop in front of a recycling bin, and because there's sofas and all this junk around, because we're preparing to move in September. So hopefully I get everything prepared in September and Frontier Fridays will be in fruition, because that's the next series. So every single Friday, as much as I can, we're gonna do a facility as far as we can. I can't really promise that I'll get it in every single facility, but hopefully it'll be between 14 parts and 20 parts. So if streaming doesn't work out, it'll be long videos, and it'll be the shorter videos with the Frontier Brains. Well, hello and welcome. Sorry about the cramped space. Anyway, Stan, let me formally welcome you to the Battle Frontier. This is my dream come true. It took me years and years, but I finally given shape to my dream. On reflection, it was a terribly long journey. I left home alone on a quest to find strong trainers. No one can imagine how much effort or time it took to make this real. But that's all in the past. No point dwelling on that. All I want for you is to enjoy battling to your heart's content here. Stan, I want you to have this as a memento for all the time our paths cross on our journeys. And we got 3 battle points. Our first battle points. I mean, there's not really much I can do with these, honestly. You can check your battle points on your Frontier Pass. The more success you have here at the Battle Frontier, the more battle points you will collect. Use your battle points the way you see fit, like trading them for items. And the best thing about Frontier... What the heck? I accidentally pressed up. The best thing about Frontier Fridays, I have a secret surprise for you. I'm debating whether I should show you guys in this series to get you hopping over on that series, because it really is a good, awesome, really cool thing that I was planning for years and years, just like Scott over here.
My Pokemon is a Meowth! Do you know it? It's quite cute and rather nice. This little one, I could trade with pride! Would you like to trade me a Skitty for my Meowth?
See, this is the only Meowth in the game, so it's actually worth it. So yeah.
Oh, you won't? Well, that's fine too. Please come visit us again.
Alrighty then. There are Pokemon and certain items that you cannot put together when it comes to the battle facilities. Like, you can't have certain legendary Pokemon, or maybe all of them, I forget. Like, I think you could use Latios and Latios and stuff like that, but you can't have them holding the Soul Dude because they'll be broken, because the stats and all that. Anyway, there is one thing we can do, and that is go down here. I think we could go surf over here, and you see that tree, that weird, oddly specific tree, in the bottom right. Actually, what are you doing? Wait, we could have just walked. Alright, we could have just walked. We didn't have to surf. Excuse me, young one. Have you good eyesight? There's an odd tree past here, and to my tired eyes, it seems to wiggle. Wiggle, 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 da 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 da. Wiggle, wiggle, da 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 da. Anyway, yeah, it's wiggling for me too. Anyway, what you have to do, because if you didn't know already, Gold, Silver, and Crystal version, and Hard Gold and Soul Silver, you want to be specific. There is also a tree that looks just like this, and you have to use the squirt bottle. Now, there is no squirt bottle in this game, but there is something equivalent to it, and that is, and this is like the only use if besides using a berry, and that is the Wilmer Pail. We haven't used this thing since forever, but just use it on this tree, and it starts dancing, of course. No, I'm just kidding. The weird tree doesn't like the Wilmer Pail. The weird tree attacked, and there we go. So we get to go face against Sudowoodo. Well, Sudowoodo appeared. So I think it can survive a brick break, right? I'm pretty sure it's level 40. Well, then again, I'm 9 levels higher than it. Maybe I shouldn't have did that. Actually, it survived pretty well. Man, people sleep on Sudowoodo. There's a reason I use them in Crystal version, and I could use a very, very good transition here to Frontier Fridays, but you will see in due time. You will see in due time, and that kind of says stuff. So, just to make matters worse for you, I'll put you in a nest. No, not nest ball. I don't have net balls, do I? Oh, I do. Never mind. I'll put you in a net ball because you don't like water, and you're strong against bug type Pokemon, so this should be good, right? I actually don't know what to name you if I do, because you'd be a good token, but I already named somebody token. I should probably change into something that resists rock, so I'll go into Cartman. Oh, I got a good nickname for you, actually, but it doesn't really fit you very well, to be honest. Kind of. Just a little bit. Actually, I don't know. No, wait, what is that thing called? I forget. What's that poo called from South Park that says Heidi Ho? I forget. I think it's just Pooh McPoo or something like that. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay, could you stay caught? Just a little bit. I think you could survive with strength. Of course you can. I should just injure you just a little bit more. One. Okay, low kick. Alright, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. Not so bad. One. Two. Jesus. Jesus! Okay, well, I can't really grab my phone at the moment to look this thing up. It's gonna take some serious stretching if I do. But I caught it! Alright, gotcha. Sudowoodo was caught. So the data entry goes in there. It mimics a tree to avoid being attacked by enemies, but since its four legs remain green throughout the year, it is easily identified as a fake in the winter. Well, alright, so I'm gonna try to reach my phone and look up. Hopefully the connection's good in this spot because it's kind of wonky, especially with my setup. I might knock stuff over. So hang on one tiny second. Okay, so apparently his nickname is Mr. Hanky. I would never figure that out because it did sound familiar though. Is it H-A... Wait, hang on, let me look up at my phone again. K-Y or... Wait. Oh no, E-Y. Okay. K-E-Y. Mr. Hanky! Mr. Hanky! Give me some tea. Because I really need to go pee. It kind of makes sense because he's poo. Anyway, there's a waterfall down here. Kind of don't remember if it reaches a certain place. Let's just do it, because I do know that there's a cave down here, so I kind of lied, but I was trying to remember if it was up there more like, but it was a dead end, so nonetheless, we could go, and I believe this place is called the Artisan Cave, I believe. Artisan Cave. And there are Pokemon here, so enjoy the bios. It's been a while. So I'm gonna go start with the bios, talking about the Pokemon that we encountered outside using the Whelmer Pail. It is Sudowoodo. Should mention that he has a baby evolution that's in the 4th generation. Is not in this game, despite that I think Bonsley is featured in the Hoenn region, I'm pretty sure. But regardless, he's not in this game. Sudowoodo has the HP of 70, attack 100, defense 115, special attack 30, special defense 65, and speed of 30 with a total of 410. Sudowoodo, as you know, I used him in a previous game, and he's actually not that bad. He's actually underrated. He's really good defensively. He could take hits. And the way I used him, I could use him against somebody that's strong against him and still win. So that's how I don't know, he is pretty good offensively. I feel like people sleep on Sudowoodo. I do feel like he needs an evolution though. Because I don't mean like, oh, a mega evolution. I mean just a straight up evolution. And then we'll see for a mega evolution. But not quite yet. Not quite yet. I want to see an evolution though. And not even a different form, because you know how they want to do alternate forms or whatever. Despite that, the next Pokemon is in this cave that we just stepped into, which is Smeargle. Smeargle, the artistic Pokemon of sorts, with the HP of 55, attack 20, defense 30, special attack 20, special defense 45, and speed 75 with a total of 250. Now, this is not official at all, but there's a picture that makes a lot of sense to me that I saw, and I mentioned this in a variety of videos, but I can't really remember at the top of my head. But there's some Pokemon that this person designed off of DeviantArt, and it makes perfect sense. It's like Puppet or something like that. You see it on the screen. It makes sense because it has like the little palette paintbrush canvas on his head, and it's a puppy and all that, and it makes perfect sense. And I wish it was a thing because it's so well done and it's so well made. I just wish it was a thing. There's a couple others that this person has. I really should credit this person, but I always forget the name. But just know it's not mine. But it's really good. Other than that, Smeargle only has one move, unless you have taught it some other moves, of course. It has Sketch, and it only has 1 PP, and it copies whatever you move, your move that you use, and it will get that move. So there's another Pokemon that technically could get every move in the game. So, for example, if Entei uses Sacred Fire or something on Smeargle and it uses Sketch, then it knows Sacred Fire. It's pretty cool. Other than that, that is it for the bios. There's only 2 Pokemon, but in the future, we're going to get on to more Pokemon that we could get for Emerald Legends. So, see you guys later. Alright, so there's nothing but Smeargles here, I do believe. And I don't remember how much items there are. So I could use this for good training, if anything. I probably should heal my Pokemon, because Mr. Henke sure gave me a walloping. A good old walloping. Jeez. Oh gosh. I'll do a little bit of training. Let me go down here, actually. It's going to be a lot of Pokemon. Hopefully it won't take that much time. Hopefully this will take like less than 10 minutes. That'll be great. That'll be great. I should heal him, but Smeargles are dying pretty easily. Alright, so what is next for me to do? Alright, please stop with the encounters, man. I don't want to take too long here. Level 42. Oh, Oh, there is that other thing I can do, actually. Alright, I just thought of what I could do in the next episode. Because there was something I wanted to do, but it wouldn't really make sense? Actually, oh yeah. Alright, I'm excited now. I got some stuff in store for you guys. Because I try to think of stuff that makes sense, you know? Stuff that makes sense. Alright, I guess I got no choice but to keep on doing this. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. I might have to use a repel, but I'm kind of just doing this just to reach a good level, you know? Yeah, I think I might have to, because I'm already level 50. Is there another... Hang on, I'm gonna brick break just for the yucks and ducks, but... do I have another Pokemon that's not level 50? I'm pretty sure I do. I'll train him, I guess, but... yeah, I got plenty of Pokemon. What the heck? I'll use Cartman. Alright, just for a little bit. I just wanted to go up here because this looks more suspicious, you know? Actually, I'm already almost level 50. What the heck? I guess that's okay, I guess. I don't think there's anything down there. My god, with the encounters! Was that madness? It's absolute madness, man. Alright. And I got like 4 Pokemon to get level 50. Skarmory, you're next. At least Wobbuffet's already level 50. There's an area to the left and everything. I'm kind of not feeling the whole groove right now. I don't wanna, cause I feel disoriented every time it's over, you know? Let's try a Steel Wing. I got like less than 8 minutes now. Oh my gosh, Kenny, there's so much stuff for you. Okay. Oh, I'm getting a lot of steps in, never mind. I might check later to see if I'm gonna miss any items, because so far I haven't seen any. And you're level 45, so I'm gonna fly. You're like the strongest level I've seen so far. So, fly. If you fly on me, I'll fly on you. And you died, never mind. Never mind, it's all good. It's all good. And I'm not really sure about the Pokénav stuff because so far I haven't seen any gym leaders. I'll check after this if I have time. Another level 45, oh my gosh. Alright, let's fly on you too then. And there you go. He's not. Why is Kenny? Like the experience is a little bit more lackluster on this one. I don't remember if that's the only ladder. Like I said, I might have to check later for this. It did look kind of confusing in there, but I did plan on like in the future Emerald Legends episode to be back here anyway. So I guess it's not all that bad, so I will come back in the future if I did miss anything without a problem. And I remember I saw this one thing, and I might have already mentioned this in the bios, but you know, the potential it could be with the whole pre-evolution of it, because you know, it's supposed to be an artist, you know, he's holding like a brush. Well, his tail is the brush, and his hat's like one of those fancy, oh look at me, I can paint hats. It's cool. My god, level 48! Jeez! That's tough, man. Can I still kill you? Oh, so close. Struggle. Oh yeah, cause Sketch is only literally 1 PP. which I already mentioned in the bios. I mean, what? Toads my goats, man. Like, totally. Damn. Alright. This is, I think, is the only item? I don't think that's correct. Anyway, I'll just leave. Hopefully, in a little bit, I'm gonna go check. Maybe it's just this room. I miss a fly, man? Come on, man. Man? 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 Alright. And did I get you? I did get you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Put your hands in the air. Air. Yeah, I might just stop the episode here. And I might return if I did miss anything. Let me look at the match calls. Let's see if any gym leaders whatsoever is asking for a rematch. Not Roxanne or nobody, pretty much. All these other trainers do, but I don't want to rematch them, to be honest. So, yeah, if you like this episode, don't forget to press that like button. If you really like this episode, please consider subscribing. If you haven't considered subscribing yet, please watch another one of my videos. I play the video games, and if you like playing video games, you might like my stuff. With that being said, in the next episode, we are going to go catch the legendary Reggie Trio. And by doing that, you shall see. And it will actually be in this game. Unlike, it's not going to be in the National Dex Edition or anything like that. But do not forget to vote, because voting is underway up until Legend of Zelda, like right before the finale. I'll let you guys know. You've been scarred by the night. I'm out!